What's going on, everyone? Geo here from Fandom United. I want to take a couple minutes to talk about Channing Tatum's Gambit, one of the biggest what ifs in the comic book movie genre. As in, what if we saw it? As you guys know, the movie project was in development hell from 2014 all the way till 2019 when the Fox and Marvel merger happened. And when I found out the movie was getting canceled, it was a real bummer because I thought Channing Tatum made a lot of progress as an actor. Now, you could say Magic Mike, he's kind of just, dancing and, just being himself, didn't really do that much. But then you had the Jump Street movies, 21 and 22 Jump Street, and those movies were a big hit for his career. And then a movie like Foxcatcher, directed by Bennett Miller. I remember being so hyped for that because Channing Tatum, Steve Carell, Mark Ruffalo, it was an Oscars darling, even though it didn't really win major awards. It got a lot of nominations, and Channing Tatum was great. And coming off of that, there was talks of a solo Gambit movie starring him, and he was so passionate about it. And I was a big believer in this. But as the years went by, you had director after director after director come in and then leave, from Doug Lyman, who did Edge of Tomorrow, to Gore Verbinski, who did the Pirates of the Caribbean movies, even Rupert Wyatt, who directed the first Apes movie, Rise of the Planet of the Apes, with James Franco. Every time a director left, it made it less and less likely for this project to happen. I mean, it was between Gambit and the Flash movies being in development hell. It's a miracle that we got the Flash movie. But I want to read you something that Variety did on Channing Tatum regarding the Gambit movie that never happened and how it impacted him. So the article reads, Tatum and Carolyn is a longtime producer of and friend of Channing Tatum's, spent 4 years developing Gambit, a raunchy standalone superhero movie about the X-Men mutant for 20th Century Fox. The studio really didn't want us to direct it, Tatum says. They wanted anybody but us, essentially, because we had never directed anything. Tatum was so in love with the script that Carolyn had co written, which resembled the tone of Deadpool, that he was open to letting go of directing. They would call him flamboyant in his description, Tatum says, defending the title character from any pushback as if he were real. I wouldn't. He was just the coolest person. He could go off anything. Most superheroes, their outfits are utilitarian. Batman got his belt. Gambit's like, no, this shit's just fly, bro. This shit walked down the Paris runway last year. He's just wearing stuff that's so dope because he loves fashion. But after Disney merged with Fox, Gambit became a casualty of corporate takeover in 2019. Once Gambit went away, I was so traumatized, Tatum says, adding that he swore off watching the Avengers. I shut off my Marvel machine. I haven't been able to see any of the movies. I love that character. It was just too sad. It was like losing a friend because I was so ready to play him. Man, I mean, it's one thing to watch interviews and see Channing Tatum. You get so excited about the character. He was working on the Cajun accent, um, and so he was ready for this. But then when the project got canceled, we didn't really hear from Channing Tatum until now. We could probably visualize, oh, he's heartbroken or whatnot, and he's just. It could have been a big opportunity for a franchise for his career with some big money, so it's nice to hear him talk about it and just reflect on it, even if the outcome wasn't what he wanted. Now, comic book movies, comic book universes have changed a lot since 2019. I mean, we got both Marvel and DC adapting the multiverse. We just saw it in Spider Man No Way Home. We're about to see it even bigger in Multiverse of Madness. So, is there a chance that Channing Tatum could at least dip his feet in the pool that is, comic book genre, X-Men, Gambit? I would love to see it. I mean, why not? Why not a cameo, like a day or two shooting, couple of days where he gets to put on the outfit and we get to see a glimpse of what could have been. For me, I think that's the biggest opportunity with a movie like Multiverse of Madness and a movie like The Flash. You can kind of have actors who were almost going to play the role, but at least give it a try in a fun cameo. Think about Entourage, right? That HBO series and the amount of cameos. How cool would it be to have a glorified cameo from like Channing Tatum's Gambit? I think that'd be awesome. And who's to say what this does? It's unfortunate that back then 20th Century Fox didn't have enough courage to do something like that, but they did for Deadpool. And in my mind, once Deadpool was a hit, I would have, if I were the executive, I would have fast tracked Gambit. Even Lauren Schuler Donner, the wife of the late um, Richard Donner, couldn't even get this movie to be made. And now 20th Century Fox is a part of Disney, and Disney's essentially doing whatever they want with those properties. So I just wanted to talk about this because, I mean, I don't think, unless he appears in Multiverse of Madness, I think this is it. I'll occasionally bring up if the what ifs come up. I'll always mention Channing Tatum's Gambit. You guys let me know your thoughts on the project, the Gambit solo movie starring Channing Tatum that never happened. Were you interested in watching it? Were you willing to give it a chance? Is it too late? Let me know your thoughts down below. Thank you so much again. My name is Gio from Fandom United. Make sure you hit that thumbs up. That really helps me out a lot. And share your thoughts as well. If you're not a subscriber, I invite you to subscribe. I love doing these short videos and just sharing my thoughts and having a conversation with you. It's always fun. And until the next one, you guys take care.